young leaders such as yourself in the community. Maria Garcia in the back there taking the video, she is the president of the Key West Educational Foundation.
Hello.
We're excited to be here with you guys. My name is Tal Shnall, and I actually come from Dallas. So it's nice to see the sunshine out today for a change there. How's your day going? How's everybody doing today? Good? Excited?
We had an honor roll ceremony for 6th graders.
Did you?
So
Okay.
many of these kids already made honor roll.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping y'all gonna cook me some lunch, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, so. But I wanna talk to you about leadership today and what it means to you and your potential, because you guys are the next generation of leaders. We're gonna talk about leadership by example, the way, doing the right thing. Leadership is influence, right? So what we do, I wanna take something from this leadership thing is, leadership is always something that people are seeing in you. It's never going to be something that you necessarily said, but it's going to be something visible, something that someone can see and emulate, that leadership by example. Who is the most influential person so far in your life? Maybe someone in your life that you can think of? Why is she the most influential person in your life? Big sister, why? So good role model. Good role model. So, we got some hands up there. Go ahead. Your mom, because she's always there for you? That's a great example. Your dad, tell us why. Got a good work ethic. Very nice, very nice. Well, those are great responses, and it seems like, and it's kind of goes to the point where leadership is something we're seeing in people, because it's how they act and what they do. So it begins with the following question. What do you really care about? What all leaders have is a vision for something that they care about. If you think about someone who is one of the greatest leaders of our history, is Martin Luther King. He had a vision for what this success looks like, to have freedom, to have justice, to have equality. It's a long vision, but that vision came to a reality. It was hard, it was challenging, but he worked hard at it. But something he really cared about, and he took steps to achieve it because he really cared about that. It was his personal mission for him and the community that he was at. So I want you to think about a couple of questions with that. What do I really care about? What positive contribution do I want to make in my school, in my community, in my life? What positive contribution do I want to make for the people that are around me? Remember, leadership is influence. It's not a position, it's not a title, it's not a business card. Some of you guys talked about your friends. Your friends are your influence. And you want to be around good people, successful people that are around you, that are building you up, the positive leadership. One of the two things that I do that is a principle or value of mine is the people that I meet and the books that I read. And that comes from school as well. Who are you hanging around with? Did they build you up? Did they provide positive influence around you? What kind of books are you reading? How are you developing as a leader? The best leaders are the ones that are going to be learning. It's a lifelong journey. I still learn. I still have a lot of room for growth. Have that teachable spirit, because I believe in personal development, which is the number one priority for your leadership. And that's what you guys do every day. You keep learning, you keep growing. Nobody likes to be around a leader who doesn't add value, who doesn't want to give anything. Secondly, I want you to think about a vision. And when I think about a vision is that, and I know it's early for some of you, and I certainly didn't necessarily have that early on, but a vision for your life. What does success look like for you as a person? And when you're thinking about that vision process, what experiences happen? What conversation? Who are your friends? for the people you're going to be around. I wake up every morning with my vision. My vision pulls me further and further because I know what success looks like. It's not a destination, it's more of a journey. Remember that leadership is never a destiny, it's always a journey. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still developing. You can ask Maria how many books I read a week. Probably dive into maybe 3-4 books a week because I still want to grow, I still want to learn. And that's how I add value. Third is leadership by example. So all of us, when we look at leaders, we look at their examples. What do they do? How do they live? What do they say? How do they dress? Are they the role model that we want to be one day? And that's one of the things you're going to realize about leadership, that leadership is not about you. It's about other people. And how you can build them up, empower them. It was John Quincy Adams who said that leadership, how do you know when there's someone who's a leader? So he said it's someone who inspires others, they feel inspired, they feel like they're learning, they're becoming more, they can dream more, they are becoming more. If there's anything I want you to take away from this today is the word more. How can I become more? Or how do people around me become more? Because the people that are around you and they can be becoming more, you've succeeded as a leader. Another area of leadership, which you will develop, it's a tough one, and it comes from experiences, is courage. I want to ask you, what is courage? Bravery, okay, that's a good one. Conquering an obstacle in your path. Very good. It's that part of courage is you're not going to know what's going to happen, but if you take that step, you take that risk for a good cause, obviously, and you're not looking for popularity, you're looking to do something, and I think you said that, to do the right thing. Knowing your values. What are values? Well, values are something that you will discover through your life experience. It takes time to develop your values, but they can come in from your family, your schools is a good environment to learn values. Your community is another area to learn values. Your values are your internal compass. What do you believe is right? It's something that defines your leadership. If you lead from your values, most important values, and I'm going to give you an example of what those are. So it is honesty, integrity, accountability, doing the right thing. Those are values, and each one of us has important values that we believe in. Some of you guys talked about having fun, positive leadership. That's a value. Without that, you just don't have a leadership identity. And it's really important to remember that because each one of you is unique in its own. Now, I don't want you to think that leadership is something that's just all the way high up and I can't attain it. Leadership sometimes is an act of kindness to help someone. If you remember the saying, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. When you care enough for community, when you care enough for schools, when you care enough for your family, our world will be transformed. Our world needs more caring leaders. Our world needs more of you. Because I can tell just from engaging with you guys really care. The next one is being authentic. What does authentic means? Go ahead. Being original, that's a good one. Each one of us is unique. I'm different, you're different. Doesn't mean I'm better than you and you're better than me. But we're starting to realize that if we're authentic, then people can see who we are. Who are you? And one of the things I want you to take away too as well is people are going to follow someone first. The first thing they're going to do Is they going to follow who you are as a person? Can they trust you? Can you be honest? The first thing that leaders do is that they listen, they learn, and then they lead. The best leaders talk last. They want to hear what's going on. They want to understand people. They want to build a community where each person can add value and each person can be understood. You will be better off as a leader when you learn as much as you can about yourself and about the people and about whether it's a school, organization, whatever you're part of. Those are the three things that are important. And the most important one is to learn about yourself, your goals. How many of you guys have goals? Going to the Navy? Good one. Go to college? Awesome. Anybody else? To be more organized? That's on my list too. Right, sir.
One of my goals is for HOB to get back to an A-rated school.
Ooh.
We're B-rated and we want to get back to being an A-rated school.
Cool. What do you think that's going to take?
Hard work by our staff and our students.
He just shared his vision. But what did he do? Was it his own personal vision? This is mine. Oop. This is my vision. I just want to accomplish that. I don't care about y'all. He said he wants to do it with his students and teachers. And this is a great sign of a leader because success as a leader, remember this, it's never your own success. It's the success of the people that you're leading. Straight A's. What do you think that's going to take to get those straight A's? Study more, put a lot of work into it, right? The noble task of any leader is to develop and grow more leaders. You can use each other for development. You know, the thing about what I'm learning is that I don't have to be the smartest person in the world. I don't have to be the smartest person. I have my strengths, somebody else may have their own strengths. How does this apply to you? Whatever topics you're taking, subjects you're taking, maybe somebody's good in math, somebody's good in this area. Why not use them as your buddy system? That's what great leaders do. They don't have all the answers. They don't know everything. They're not the experts. But what great leaders do is they are around people that are smarter than them. So I really appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to speak today. And I'm going to tell you something. There's a lot of potential in this room. And guess who's going to make that happen? You. So take responsibility for your life because the only person that's going to make this happen is you. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you.